Hello, welcome to the vlog. It has been a hot minute since I've vlogged anything. I feel like all of my videos have just been Buff Bunny unboxings or Buff Bunny reviews. But today we're doing a vlog. I'm headed out to a holiday shoot for Buff Bunny collection. I am so late. I don't even know where to go in. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna have to call for help. Hi. Hey. Made it to the studio. We're gonna do a holiday shoot. Look at all these little like backdrops. So there's a red and white, green and white. There's a black one over there, a neutral. There's Mariah. There's Michael. There's a neutral one.
Backwards. Nice. Go back.
We do it again. Do you want me to retie it? Yeah. Come here. Here you go, Victoria. Thank you, Master. Hey, drop it down, drop it down. Hey, Mariah, it's a dance off. You're next. Hey, get it. Oh, okay. Oh. Chelsea, you're up. No. Oh, okay. Hey, there we go. Michael, you're up. Okay. Are you cozy, ma'am?
I'm so cozy. Cute. Do you like it? Okay.
You like the set?
Okay, Santa Vic. Hey. All right, that is a wrap on today's shoot. Basically, we just did a couple of photos and then some fun like holiday reels for stuff for the BB social media. So it was a lot of fun. It was Victoria and Mia and myself, and then of course the production team. So it was Nick, Michael, and Chelsea and Mariah. So it was a nice, fun little day. It is now almost 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna go home and let Milo out.
A few moments later.
I'm nervous.
You want a cameo?
I was gonna hold him. This is not my little brother.
Who's your furry little brother?
Don't say I have a furry brother. Don't say that.
Alright guys, we are at the Q&A portion of today's vlog.
Yeah!
Hey, and my special guest is Jordan!
It's your boy himself. Yeah.
And Lola is behind the camera.
She's holding the camera right now.
Got all of y'all's questions from Instagram ready to roll. Y'all got some really good ones in here. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. First one, right off the bat. Look who asked it.
Oh my god. What does it say?
Read it out loud.
That one. That one.
You have to read the question.
They can know?
Yeah.
Okay, the question is, who farts the loudest? It's this one. I can't tell between her and Milo's burps. His burps. I can't tell.
Listen, protein farts, okay? I can't help it.
That's no excuse. That's no excuse. It's still loud.
But they don't smell.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it'd be different. Listen, I take my 1-Up greens for my digestive tract, okay? Gut health. Hashtag gut health. That was a start, and that question was asked by Joe Gaga, aka my little brother, aka his uncle. So, if you could pick 5 words to describe each other, which would you choose?
I gotta dig in my vocabulary. Hold on. You can go first.
Okay, 5 words to describe you. Kind. Okay. Creative.
Yeah.
Funny. Compassionate. You really do care. You care about people.
Yeah.
And quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not like a...
I'm not loud.
No. Except for when you were in your gaming era.
Yeah, I retired that. It's on the shelf in my closet. The whole system is.
Yeah.
It's done.
But during his gaming era, and those of you who have children who are gamers,
Who played Fortnite?
Yeah.
Fortnite did that.
I'm glad we survived the gaming era.
I know, right? Definitely funny. For sure.
It's because I'm not like a regular mom.
I hate I'm
I'm
gonna
a
say
cool
this.
mom.
Cool. I was gonna use cool. That pretty much sums up. But also very, very hardworking. You're up a lot, sometimes more than me. Caring. Am I at 3 or 4?
I think that was 4.
4? One more.
Damn, it takes you that long.
Sarcastic. Sometimes.
I am hella sarcastic.
Very. And I'm too clueless to figure out if she's being for real or not. It's so hard. It's so hard for me.
That's so funny. It's one of my favorite things. Or one of my other favorite things to do is when we're like watching movies. What do I do?
She guesses like the next part of the dialogue or like part of the script, and she gets it right. And it's annoying. And we've never seen the movie.
Right. It's not just like repeat movies that we watch. Like we'll be watching a movie for the first time, and like I can predict what the next line of like what the characters are gonna say, and like I'll say the line, and sure enough, that's the line. That just means that these writers are very predictable.
She just like, and the way she tells you, she like whispers it. She's like,
It's gonna be.
and then they say it.
Stevie's Day.Fitness asks, when did Jordan first start working out and going to the gym?
I guess we can take it back to football days.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's like what, 4th grade? I wasn't working out barely at all.
But you did go to CrossFit with me a couple of times and did like the kids CrossFit.
But that was like every
yeah, that
few
was
weeks.
yeah, it was just kind of like dabbling.
Yeah, I didn't really start getting into fitness until when I played football. In
Yeah,
4th grade.
4th grade. And then that's when he started doing like conditioning camps in the summers.
Yeah.
You did like strength and conditioning boot camps too.
Mhm.
Yeah, for like teens and kids.
I did it all.
Mm-hmm.
Weight room? That was like 7th grade.
7th grade?
Yeah, because we would hop in the weight room. I mean, we'd barely get in the weight room, at least in my middle school. But then once we got to high school, I quit sophomore year. I just wasn't feeling it anymore.
Mm-hmm. Quit football, not quit working
quit
out.
football, obviously. But and then I got into like actual like gym fitness.
Yeah. So now he's like pretty much doing like all of like strength, bodybuilding type stuff at the gym. He has his own like gym membership and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Was it tough growing up as a young mom for me? And then for you, was it tough having a young mom?
Yes and no. You know how immature kids are these days when they talk about your young mom. But just other than that, just seeing her tired all the time, even though she was really good at hiding it, I could definitely tell. Or at least I started to know the older I got, because the older you get, the more you kind of see how life works out. And I've been seeing it, where she's been tired a lot. And sometimes where she's so busy, I have to end up being at home alone sometimes, and I'm like really young at that time, so I didn't know what to do most of the time.
Yeah.
And that's when I started to figure out like my actual passions for
your hobbies, yeah.
My hobbies, or what I actually do now.
Yeah.
So.
Just to be clear, I didn't leave him alone like as a little kid.
Yeah. That's like.
I think you were probably like 11.
Yeah, 11 and in middle school.
Yeah,
middle school. It was a lot.
When I would start leaving him home alone.
Yeah.
Just because I had so much to do,
Mm-hmm.
and I was still teaching then. So like I would have to teach, and then I'd have to go to the gym. Like other things. Like I was also volunteering for other things, trying to like grow in my career. So then I would go to like conferences and things like that. So yeah, that's when I you probably started spending more time home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tough for me as a young mom. I mean, yeah, I feel like I was still a kid when I had my kid, and I say it all the time, like we kind of grew up together. Because I was super young, so I did have to figure out a lot of things at a very young age. And I'm grateful that I had my family. Obviously, I had the support of my family, but it was still tough. But here we are now.
In a home with 2 little.
My little fur babes.
Yeah.
And just for the record, in case you didn't know, Lola is Jordan's.
Yes.
And Milo is mine.
I'm the cat guy.
I'm the dog girl.
Yep.
Technically, I love Lola too, but ever since I brought Milo home, she wants nothing to do with me.
She hates her now.
She does. What is one of your favorite memories together?
Oh, there's a lot.
I'll go first if you want to think about yours.
You can go first.
Our Cancun Tulum trip. I love that one when we went to like explore and we did the cenotes. Why are you laughing?
Because I'm thinking of all the funny ones.
Funny moments?
Yeah, keep going. Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I really love that trip because like we got to do a lot of exploring together and we did the crazy zip lines. Like, yeah, they said it was like the tallest zip line in all of Mexico. It was
it was wild.
Scary. But like we got to like experience all that stuff together and I mean we did a lot of stuff together because even when I was teaching, you know, I taught at the schools that he went to school at.
She followed me.
I did not follow him. So like we would go to school together. Obviously he wasn't in my class, but like, you know, we would see each other all day and then come home together. So we spent a lot of time together. Yeah. But that trip, I loved that trip. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The one I was laughing at was the Colorado trip just because of the accident. But I was like, well, that's a good memory for me, but not for you.
And we're about to go to Colorado.
And we're about to go back.
By the time this video goes up, we'll probably be on our way to Colorado.
Yeah, I don't know. I think...
Okay, you can't just tell them the accident, not tell them what the accident was.
So we were tubing, right?
Snow tubing.
And then me and my cousin, we already gone down. Okay, so there's 3 ramps. There's like the easy one, the medium, and like the hard one. Me and my cousin, we were like, let's go down the hard one because, you know, we got to start big and strong. Everybody else...
They're fighting in the background.
Everybody else went on the easy side. And so since there's like nobody in like the medium ramp...
You got to warm up.
Well, we don't need to. So we go down the medium, and then there's like an escalator that takes you all the way back up.
Yeah, to the top of the hill.
Yeah, and so me and my cousin, we took it, but as we were taking it back up, my mom had came down, and then my aunt was right behind her, and at full speed, they collided, and obviously what they just saw like scramble and like the sky or whatever, but what we saw snow in the air. We saw glasses, beanies. We saw a tube in the air. I think our aunt was actually like, she flipped upside down.
She flipped out of her tube, yeah.
Like, we just looked and we were like, what is going on?
My snow goggles came off.
And it wasn't like the second day, too?
Yeah, it was the second day of the trip.
Like, right off the bat.
And I'm pretty sure I had a concussion, and I just kind of like played it off, like, I'm good. But I'm pretty sure I had a concussion. That was rough. Yeah. So when we go to Colorado this weekend, I will not be snow tubing.
I think for now, just because I've been thinking about it a little bit more, when we won the Super Bowl back in the Eagles.
Oh yeah, his Pee Wee football Super Bowl.
Unfortunately, the year before we had gone all the way to the Super Bowl, and then we lost. And so we spent that whole year just thinking about it because it was really heartbreaking for a lot of us. And it was like our last year too in like at least that division. So it was all or nothing. And then finally we got back, and then like just seeing all the parents, because I played with my cousin too, and like all your friends. And then finally when you win, you have the ceremony. You get your little fake, your little fake Walmart ring. But at least at that time when you're a kid, it's pretty cool.
It was really cool. Yeah, I think y'all were undefeated that season,
right?
Yeah,
we were. I think
undefeated,
we were.
and they won at Super Bowl, which was really, really cool. And I went to every single game. Like, that was one of the things when I was a kid. Like, my parents worked, and then they had 5 kids, so they didn't really get to go to like my stuff, like my drill team performances, my plays, or anything like that, because I was the geeky drama dance kid. And it sucked not having like my mom and dad in the audience or in the stands. So when I always told myself, like, when I have my own kids, I'm gonna be there, always cheering, always wearing your number, your jersey number, or like Jordan's mom on my t-shirt.
Unfortunately, it had to be that shirt with those exact words.
What was the biggest argument you both have had with each other and worked through it? We don't really argue though. We don't argue.
I think the only one we really argued about was when I first got my car. A lot of rules.
Yeah.
Like, that was really it.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot.
But it wasn't even like a type of argument. It was just like, these are the rules, like, and expectations.
Like, I tried to bend them a little bit, and like sometimes I would end up like biting my own tail.
Yeah, like pushing curfew a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. We have a lot of like deep, like heart to heart mom son talks.
Yeah.
Like we talk a lot, but
Yeah.
I don't think we ever had like a screaming match type of argument.
Yeah, not that I remember.
No.
And if it did happen, I was probably under the age of 5. So
Back when, yeah, that was a whole different era.
yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't think, only time I remember being like really mad at you was the cruise, the Disney cruise.
Yeah. That was more of like a heartbreak argument.
Yeah, because so we were on a Disney cruise. You're in the middle of the flippin' ocean, and you don't have cell service because you're in the middle of the flippin' ocean. And I would let Jordan go off and explore. Because how old were you? Like 14, 15 when you went on the cruise?
15, I think.
15. So he's like old enough to like, you know, go off and explore. And
It's like right in the middle. Like you're allowed to explore, but also you're still too
there's
young.
still boundaries. There's still rules.
There's still stuff.
Yeah, and he had met some kids like in the teen area of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And so he went out, and I was like, yeah, go have fun, do your thing. But one night he didn't check in. He was supposed to come back.
That was really on me because I didn't check in. I could have easily gone back. I know what room we were in. It's not like I was lost. So I could have easily came back. No, I can be like, I'm still alive. Okay, bye.
Yeah. And he didn't check in.
So
It was like 10 p.m. hasn't checked in. 11 p.m. hasn't checked in. 12 a.m. hasn't checked in. And so like I'm panicking because as a mother, that's what you do. I'm over here thinking worst case scenario, like some kids threw him overboard, or, you know, like yeah, and he didn't check in. So like I called security and they like found him on the cameras.
He just come up to me, is this you? With a paper and my face on it. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, and they're like, go check in with your mom.
And they followed me all the way back to the room. And keep in mind, I was on the other side of the boat. So every time I turn around, it's just walking right behind me. And I'm like, okay.
But that taught you a valuable lesson. What are you always going to do now?
Check in
with your mom. Make sure you know that she knows you're alive.
Yeah, true.
Jordan, do you ever wish you had siblings? Were you ever lonely?
Oh, yeah. I definitely wish I would have somebody else. If I definitely had to take care of somebody else, I felt like I would have been a lot more responsible at a younger age.
Yeah, but I also feel like it's not really your responsibility to take care of your brothers.
But you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
You know, just to kind of have somebody there, someone you know you think you could protect.
Yeah.
Because they're your younger sibling. Oh, Lola.
Oh, hi Lola. But also like having like a best friend.
Yeah, that too. Because there was many days, many years actually, where like I didn't really know where I was in life, or I didn't know what I was doing. Kind of get lost, especially like when your only source of like what's it called, like communication with others, especially at that young of an age, is really like school. Yeah. And like whether y'all make plans to hang out or not. But I wasn't really
socializing.
Yeah, socializing. But like other than that, like I didn't really like to like go out a lot. I was more of like a stay at home type of kid. Yeah. Do my homework, do video games, do something. And yeah, it affected me later on, but you know, I kind of grew up from it, and I feel like I'm comfortable with myself now.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. I wish I could have given you.
Yeah, but you know, but also the circumstance that she was in.
Yeah, life didn't work out that way.
It's understandable. So I'm not really like mad about it.
Well, now you have a fur sister and a fur brother.
Or that's my child, and that's the homeless guy.
The homeless guy. Jordan, would you ever want your mom to get married one day?
Yes, actually. For a long time, I didn't want her to, just because I was so used to just having a single mom, and I felt like I was giving that impression where if she would bring anybody home, I would throw a fit. And so now that I'm getting older and like I'm gonna like become like an adult and like have my own stuff, yeah, I wouldn't mind her getting married. You know, at least someone else she can rely on, someone else she can talk to when I'm not there, when I'm doing my own thing. So it's not as a replacement, it's just more of like security for my mom's safety and like her well-being and mental health and all. So yeah, definitely.
Okay, next question. Is your dad involved at all, and how do you feel that has impacted you? So
You can answer the half, and I'll explain like my internal thoughts. Yeah.
his dad has never been consistently involved. I think that's the best way we could put it. His dad, and this is not my doing, and we've talked about this too.
Mm-hmm.
Not when he was little, but as he got older, we had conversations about this. His dad chose to not be in the picture, and there were times where he regretted that decision, and then he would ask to have a relationship with Jordan, and I always said, oh, that's your son, of course, like he needs his dad. So he would come into the picture for a little while, and then he would kind of disappear again. And then it gutted me because I felt like I didn't want Jordan to feel that it was his fault that his dad wasn't in the picture, because it had nothing to do with Jordan. This is all his dad's choices and actions, right? But at the same time, I also didn't want to keep his dad away from him, because I didn't want either person to feel like I was responsible for that. I wanted them to have a relationship. So yeah, I mean, he's probably, I feel like, I mean, I don't know, does it feel kind of like just like an uncle that comes and goes, or does he feel like your dad?
I still look at him as my dad.
Okay.
Especially like when I would see him when I was really young. You know, obviously you'd be like, okay, it's time to go see your dad. As a kid, you really believe that, you know. So yeah, I still think he is my dad. Should he have been more consistent? Probably, but you know, that's just how life happens sometimes.
Yeah.
I've learned to, you know, kind of accept it. Does it hurt? Oh yeah, it definitely did hurt.
Yeah.
But you know, after every little injury, there's always recovery. So I think I'm okay with it for now. Yeah.
And like I said, we've had many talks about this, and you know, I've always encouraged him to be open about his emotions and his feelings, and like, you know, I think it's important. I don't ever want him to feel like he has to bottle things up. So yeah, I mean, we've had many conversations, and you've had a conversation with your dad about this too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finally like reached out to him because I was ignoring him for a decent amount of time.
Yeah, because he was hurt, so he was like, I don't want to like talk to my dad for a while. And then once he finally felt ready, he reached out to his dad and said, okay, let's talk. And he had that conversation with his dad. And, you know, and I've always told him too, like, tell your dad how you feel. And he did. And what is your favorite thing to do together? I know, one.
Oh gosh. Go ahead.
I was going to say go to the movies.
Okay. I was going to say that too. Because we do go to the movies a lot.
But yeah, we love going to the movies together.
And especially our mom and son trips too. We you know, they're not as it's kind of like a very good artist. Like they're more about quantity over they're over quality over quantity. And so we don't really get that many mom and son trips. But when we do, they're actually pretty good.
True. Like our Seattle trip. That was really fun.
That was the best one.
Yeah, that was a really good
love
trip.
Seattle.
Yeah. Milo.
Come here.
What do you guys think the other superpower would be in a parallel universe? Ooh. For you,
I would think teleporter, just because we always talk about it. Because I'm always like as a kid, I would always ask her those questions where you're like, would you rather teleport or would you rather have super speed? And she'd be like, I would just teleport and just snap and be there. And I was like, okay, like
I never have to worry about like being stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
I could travel everywhere.
I would think teleporter.
So yeah, I think for you it'd be like super speed or mind reading.
I would say super speed.
Super speed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
I watch a lot of Flash.
I was gonna say, I figured because Flash is like one of your favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you guys like working out together?
No.
We
how we work out is two completely different vibes. You can't match those.
Well, and you like working out with other people because you work out with his cousin Angel. Like they work out together. They're like gym buddies. And I either like to work out with a group, like doing like a group fitness thing, or I just want to be by myself. I like the whole partner thing. Especially because I'm so short. Especially there's times where like I've worked out with other people, we gotta
rearrange the squat rack.
Yeah, and it's just like it's a lot, you know. Or like you gotta change the weights because y'all don't lift the same weight. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I prefer to train by myself, and he doesn't. So, but I mean, we have worked out together.
Yeah. In quarantine, definitely.
Yeah, during COVID. Do his friends give him crap about your reviews? I don't think they watch my reviews.
They don't.
No. They know I have social media.
But they don't know the actual...
Yeah, they don't... I'm not cool enough for them to care.
Yeah.
They're just like, your mom has a lot of followers. Right? That's basically it.
Yeah, and then all they watch is like, what's it called?
Yeah.
Gamers and football.
I don't think they care. I don't think they ever watched my stuff and care.
Yeah.
How do you pick out gifts for holidays and birthdays for each other? Okay, so my favorite thing to do is get him something not on his wish list. So he'll make his wish list, like, his like
it's
Christmas
just a waste
wish
of time every year.
No, because I send it to our family, like to my mom, my siblings. So I'm like, okay, here's Jordan's wish list if y'all want to buy him a gift. But I like to surprise him, so I like to get him things that are not on his wish list that I think he will like.
But you gotta be careful, because I'm very picky.
Okay, but you like your sound bar. Like, I got you the sound bar.
So far, you've been undefeated.
Right?
Yeah.
Or your birthday when I gifted you the Seattle trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that zoo tickets.
Zoo, that for your 13th birthday. Not zoo like the animal zoo, like ZHU, the DJ, the artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took him to a concert for his 13th birthday. And that one was cool because for his 13th birthday, I was teaching at the middle school where he was going. Mm-hmm. And so I had his teachers help me. So, like, he would walk into class, and actually it started at the house. Mm-hmm. It was, like, gift number 13, and we would count down 13, 12, 11. And then so he'd walk into class.
Then I'd get one of them.
Yeah, and the teachers would be like, here you go. And then,
everybody was looking at me as I'm opening, and I'm like, I don't know what y'all want me to do. Like, it's just a box. And
then you opened 3, 2, and 1 at your birthday party.
Yeah, because it was a 3.
Yeah.
So technically, it was one gift was for you and one gift was for Joe. But nah, that's cool.
Oh, because it was 3 concert tickets.
No,
well, I mean, I was going to send you to a concert by yourself.
But that was cool though.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. And keep in mind, I had mentioned that months ago. I remember the exact day I told her because that's how bad I wanted to go.
Yeah, and he probably was like, my mom's never going to take me to that. Or my mom's not going to buy me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I listened. I remember.
No, I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I figured it out real quick.
So I like, that's how I pick out his gifts.
Right. Yeah.
How do you pick out my gifts?
I don't really give her gifts. Except this year.
No, one year you used your birthday, because your birthday is right before my birthday.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
What'd you do?
About the ring?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old was I? I was pretty...
You were little because we were still living at Grandma's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're probably like 9, 8, 9, 10.
I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
Had all my birthday money. Gave it to my other aunt, her sister. And I was like, I want you to buy a ring for my mom. And I was like, I want one with the heart on it. And I just gave her like my 60, 80 bucks. It was something like... It was definitely less than 100. I know that. Mm-hmm. And then...
Yeah, and then my sister went to like James Avery and got me like that mother's love heart or heart ring, and then he gave it to me for my birthday, and it was like the sweetest thing ever because he was a little kid. He could have used that money for like toys, candy, movies, and he chose to spend his birthday money on me. So that's one of my favorite gifts you give me. It was
definitely
yeah. All right, this is the last one. Okay.
Okay.
How did Jordan feel after watching your grounds video about guilt? I don't know if you watched that video.
I haven't watched it. Actually.
Okay, I think you need to watch it.
You
need to watch it
right now.
So you can answer the question.
Okay.
And then when I got pregnant at 17, people were like, oh, well, another pregnant teen, she's not going to finish school. And he was little and he said, I wish I didn't have such a lazy mom. That got me. It got me because I felt like I'm over here working my ass off. I had to change. I was like, I don't want to be a lazy mom. I don't want to be a tired mom. I don't want to be an angry mom. I knew that working with someone who was knowledgeable was going to be infinitely better.
Wow. Damn. I don't even remember that.
You don't remember saying that? You were little. I don't think you would remember saying that. And I feel like that was just a random thing that you said because you were little and you were frustrated, and that's just how you expressed your frustration.
Well, now I feel like I got guilt.
Why?
Just a little bit. But obviously, you know, like you said, I was a kid. I didn't understand.
You were a little kid.
But nah, the first time when she really lost weight, when she lost 70 pounds, that was an eye opener for me, especially. Even when I wasn't even getting into working out, it was definitely an example for me. Like, hey, it does work. Like, there was literal proof right in front of me. From the moment I got home, from the moment I would hug her, the clothes, the oversized clothes she would put to herself and like laugh because they look like they shouldn't even be in her closet. Mm-hmm. Like, it was that first time. It was definitely proof. And then as she progressed, and then that's when I got into it. Obviously, because of football. But then I kind of lost myself during quarantine, just because I was like playing games all night. I would wake up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon to go to bed at 4 in the morning, and I didn't move. I didn't move at all, and you know my body suffered from that. And then just seeing her, like sometimes I would go to sleep, and she's just waking up to go working out because it's like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. And then that's when it really became an eye opener for me, like to kind of like get back to work, and like always
take care of yourself.
Yeah. And you know, slowly but surely, I finally got back to it. I mean, once I quit football, I went into full like gym training, just doing body weight stuff. Yeah. And then you know, over time, this last year I've lost a decent amount of weight too.
Yeah, and you've put on quite a lot of muscle too. But yeah. And I always say, like, I want to be the kind of mom that leads by example. You know, I want you to do what I do, not just listen, you know, because like I could tell you, go work out, and you're gonna be like, whatever, mom, you know.
But she doesn't tell me that at all. I just get up and do it.
Yeah, it's just like I think it's a whole leading by example, and I feel like it definitely impacted you. Do you feel like it once I started working out? Did I change as a mom, or do you not really remember?
Oh, definitely. We started eating a lot more healthier. Obviously, it took me a lot of time to, you know, come around it. A lot of time. But, you know, slowly but surely, I started eating whatever she'd cook.
Yeah. And now you meal prep. You like meal prep too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like to see how serious she took it, you can tell she wasn't joking around. Like the way she was very consistent with it. That's how I knew that, you know.
Lola, ma'am, Miss Ma'am, thank you.
That's how I knew that she was going to be a very strong mom. Yeah. Mentally and physically. Mm-hmm. And I just had to just look at that every day. Even going through my high school days, I would text her because I'm freaking out. And she would just be like, you know, just get through today. That's it. Get through today. Yeah. And then you worry about tomorrow when the day comes. And that's when I started following her mentality of, you know, take it day by day. And then the longer you take it day by day, you'll see the results. Yeah. When you look back in the months. Yeah.
And I mean, that applies to a lot of things in life, you know, not just like with my fitness journey and like your stuff, but like, you know, I feel sometimes we look at the big picture and it overwhelms us so much that we get the anxiety and then we like freak out. And so I always tell him, like, let's take it one little chunk at a time, one step at a time. Yeah. And then over time, all those little baby steps are going to create big change. And and you've seen it because he's put it into action himself.
And I have proof of it now. It took, like, I didn't believe it. It took me the last year and a half to actually believe it. And it's true. It's really true. Yeah.
But thank you for doing this Q&A with me.
Yes! No problem.
You are free to go text your girlfriend now.
Sounds good.
I love you.
Love you too, Mom. Thanks for watching, guys. It's featuring your boy Dana. I'm out.
Yes, Dana. Wait. You have to tell them why you're Dana and not Jordan.
Okay. So, obviously my name's Jordan, and so my uncle, he would call me Jordana. You just take out the J-O-R, and I'm Dana.
Yeah, yep. And it's stuck, and so now we call him Dana, or Donna, but usually Dana. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, And let me know if you like this, because I know a lot of like my past videos have been a lot more like review stuff. But if you want more like day in the lives and vlogs and things like that, let me know. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye!